Jason, it's the first time you didn't have to play 30 or 35 minutes in a while. Did you get out of this game what you wanted to get out of it?
Yeah, we won by like 40, so that's always great. Guys stepped in, we're ready to play, so it's always a positive.
How have you handled the workload? It's a lot of 40-minute games early in the season. Has it been a struggle? Has it been an adjustment?
No, I've done this before. When I played AAU before, I used to play like the whole time, and you get used to it over time. It's nothing I can't handle.
Was there a point this season when, or maybe at the beginning of the season, when you were feeling a little fatigued at the end of the game, just because it was just the beginning of the season and you were logging so many minutes to start the season?
Nah, nothing more than just a little soreness, but you rest and recover, and then you're right back the next day.
Did you expect those kind of minutes before the season?
We were down a couple players. Miles will be back soon, and I knew he was our other point guard, so I expected to probably play a lot.
So your workload, I guess, when maybe some of these players, return, get healthy, do you think it'll maybe lessen by a few minutes, or do you kind of expect this to be the way it's going to be the rest of the season?
That's up to Coach Bowles. I'll just play whatever minutes I'm given.
Sylvester, you had a career high tonight, 14 points.
Yeah, true.
What has it been like for you to kind of show off, some of your offensive game? Did you get a chance to do that the last couple of years? This year, you've been right on part of everything right from the start.
I mean, it's been great overall. I mean, it's just working in practice every day, working with the coaches, both the big man coach and the guards. We got a point guard that probably leading the nation in assist type deal. So you're gonna get the ball and you just got to finish. And I think we're just in the right position, just being in the right spot.
Part of you feels like beating your chest a little bit and saying, hey, I've got a little offensive game too, and it's nice to finally be able to show it.
I mean, yeah, somewhat, but it's more like it's not really about having anything to prove. It's just like, playing again the right way. We have a big picture in mind. That's, going to the NCAA tournament, winning the NAC championship. So I think that's what I'm looking forward to, just the bigger picture in mind.
So what's one of the biggest adjustments you've had to make since coming here?
The code. So, to be honest, that's it. Sometimes it's waking up in that code is different. So I think that's the biggest thing. Besides that, just getting used to everybody. It's so funny that I knew JP while I was at Georgia Tech. He came to Georgia Tech one time, had a pickup game, and I actually liked playing with him because he was on my team. Yeah, he was on my team when we played together. So I thought they were recruiting him because I was like, why didn't they get that? He can pass, like he's good passing the ball. So when I came in my visit, Coach Bowles showed me the roster. I'm like, I know this dude. So I hit him up on Twitter. We just got to talking. I'm just excited to be here, to be honest.
What you said you didn't like, Jason?
I said I did.
Oh,
I did. Yeah.
Is it the same game that you've seen?
He's way more advanced than I actually saw. At first, I just thought it was just like, trying to facilitate, but now he's just a all-around guy, do everything, rebound, pass, score, just do everything.
This could be for either you and Marvin Price, 14 points. We haven't gotten to see a lot of him this season. How nice is it to have him go out there and really play well?
Mars is a score-first player, could really help us on that side. He's aggressive too, so when he come in the game, I think he had three right away, and he's going to be ready. He's going to have some minutes coming up here, and we're excited for him.
I think before he got injured, we saw him play, pick up and all that kind of stuff in practice. He can really play. He's going to be huge, breaking into the rotation and, just helping us where he can, minutes going up. And, it's up to Coach Bowles, but I think he's going to be, moving forward, he's going to be a big part of what we're trying to accomplish.
You guys' defensive game was very strong, 8 steals and forcing a total of 17 turnovers. Was defense stressed coming into this game?
Yeah, we wanted to stay solid, stick to our principles, communicate a lot, and I think we did that.
I think games like this, people get carried away, just try to be loose and all that. But Coach Bowles emphasized right from preparation for this game that we have to be solid, no gambles. We should play our game, respect our opponents, and just play the right way. And it was going to fall in my favor. I think we did that tonight.
Jason, you just heard Sylvester say he remembered you from that pickup game down south. Do you remember? Did you remember him?
Yeah, I did.
You're not just saying that because he
No.
remembered you.
No, yeah, I did, yeah. Yeah, it was like a 3-on-3, 4-on-4 game. Yeah.
Did he have the same haircut, Sylvester?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, kinda, he had that. No, when I saw the picture, I'm like, I've seen him. I've seen him somewhere. So that's when I DM'd him on Twitter. I'm like, you came to Georgia now? Then we were like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay, great. Like, I know I wasn't tripping.
Sylvester, how would you sum up where you guys are right now? You got 9 games in. You've had some tough losses. You've had some good wins to balance that out.
I think we had a good place. I would say we not really where we want to be in terms of like certain aspects of the game, but we keep on working every day, keep on pushing. Guys, trusting each other. We know where the next person's supposed to be, and we just knows the next person got your back. So I think we going in the right direction. We're trending upward, and that's a good sign.
You guys are right back here on Sunday at 2. What do you look to take from this game that you either look to work on or at least reciprocate in the game on Sunday?
Defense. Starts on defense. We started out the game really strong on defense. We got to play a whole 40 minutes of it, and offense will come.
Jeff got his first technical foul tonight. I know I looked over, saw you guys on the bench. Some were chuckling. What was your guys' just reaction of him kind of losing his temper there?
I mean, he was just trying to protect us. I mean, we're his players. If you see somebody doing something cheap out there and the ref don't see that, I mean, he's supposed to protect us in a way. But, I mean, getting the tech, I mean, it happens. Maybe the ref just, took his reaction the wrong way. But, I mean, I think he just did all that to protect us.
He got our back. We got his.
I won't be the negative guy, Jeff.
Only positivity.
Jordy didn't play second half. Concerned about him? Is that precautionary?
Yeah, I think it's precautionary. I kind of left it up to him if he wanted to go back in or not. And I think in a game like this, precaution was good. And we'll give him rest and see how he responds tomorrow. And hopefully he's okay.
Did you get the kind of reaction you hoped to out of Marvin Price? You were going to give him minutes, and did he make the most of the opportunity tonight?
Yeah, we talked about it. Marvin's a work in progress, and it's almost like he's got on-the-job training going on. And he missed 3.5 months of every shell drill, conditioning, 5-on-0, and we got to try to catch him up to speed as much as we can. And he got tired towards the end, and we left him in there to try to play through it. And that's part of it, pushing yourself when you get fatigued, and that's a big part of mental toughness. Fighting through it, and they always say your body's got 40% left in you, when you think you're tired. So it's a process for him. Great film to go back and look at and learn from, but we're definitely going to need him. And I thought he did some good things on the offensive end. We got to continue to evolve him on the defensive end.
Coach, has Marvin's progress been what you expected, or maybe what you envisioned when you returned so far?
Yeah, it's tough. He missed some time in high school because of a knee injury. Was at a couple different high schools, and you really need that summer, coming in. He was getting better at the end of the summer, and then that's when he hurt his knee and had surgery. And a guy like him, you really need those 3.5 months, to get better and do the simple drills, the fundamental drills. But yeah, we're going to keep working with him. He's a great kid. He wants to do well and do the right thing, and we're going to try to help him.
Coach, a strong defensive performance, especially after the first media timeout. You guys forced about 4 turnovers right off the bat. Is that sort of the message coming into this game, and even during the media timeout, just up the ante on defense?
Yeah, the biggest thing for us, I thought it was a great compliment. Coach French, I've known him for a long time. He came up to me after the game and said, "Hey, I really like the way you guys play. They respected our team. They played the right way. They shared the ball. And in a game like this, sometimes that can get away from you." So I thought that was a great compliment to our guys, and we wanted to come out and set the tone, for the game, and we were up, I think, 1, maybe the first war, and then the second war, the second 4 minutes we came out, our intensity was a lot better. I think we ended with 9 kills in the game, which for us is 3 stops in a row. Anytime you get 9 kills, you're definitely win the game, and I thought our defensive intensity was really good, for the most part.
I know we've focused on Marvin, but him, Mason, and Nolan combined for 35 points on 65% shooting. how crucial was it to see kind of your forwards come off the bench and have so much production?
Yeah, Mason, I was glad to see he hit a shot. You know, he works really hard, shoots extra, and I think he was 5 for maybe 20 or something coming into the game. But good to see him hit that, and you know he's got the ability to do that. You know, Nolan hit a 3, you know, tonight, and you know Nolan the last couple games, you know, wasn't great. You know, I think that might be the kind of freshman in him. You know, and thought he responded pretty good. He plays hard, plays the right way, and you know, obviously Marvin, you know, gave us a big lift.
Did you guys approach the game? You said you responded well after the first time out. Did you guys have the approach that you wanted to see, given you guys knew who you were playing and what the likely outcome was? Did they approach it the right way?
Yeah, they did. And, you know, I always talk to our guys about a couple of things. Number one, you know, preparing. Don't ever get tired to prepare to win, you know, because winning's hard. You know, I don't care who you're playing. The second thing is, you know, we really have a faceless, nameless opponent. You know, we prepared for this game like we did Villanova. And, you know, we got a fun, loose group. You know, sometimes in the locker room before the game, you know, they're loose and talking, and, you know, some coaches might drive them crazy, but that's who they are. And I think, you know, Jay Preston sets the tone, Ben Vanderplas sets the tone. You know, Jordan Dartis, Sylvester, and you know, I was happy with the way they approached it.
Jason's only 40 minutes in the last 3 games, like literally 40 minutes. And how am I supposed to kind of give him some little bit of rest to that?
Yeah, it's always good, and you know, it's been a problem for us. You know, just that depth at the point guard, but you know, he's conditioned to play 40 minutes. You know, we monitor their heart rates. You know, during practices, during games. And you know, during conditioning pieces, and his recovery is really good. So you look at the media timeouts, he's getting a good amount of rest. You know, halftime he's getting a good amount of rest, and you know, he's taking care of his body, doing the hydration, massages, treatments. You know, doing what you need to be. He's being a pro's pro, and you know, he's built for it, and you know, we're going to continue to ride him.
You say you monitor the heart rates. Is his heart rate like the highest? I mean,
Well, you know, his recovery is really good. You know, so his conditioning is good. And you know, we did a drill the other day, a full court conditioning shooting drill, and his was pretty level. And I think, you know, when you play that many minutes for multiple games, you kind of get used to it. You condition yourself to do it. And you know, it's tough if you haven't been doing it, you know, to do it. But if you've been doing it, you know, and that's what he's been doing.
So when you get some guys back, you know, from a health perspective, will those minutes for Jason decrease at all, or is that kind of try not to?
No, they'll be the same.
Coach, BVP had a great game tonight, but once again, 0 for 1 from 3. He's 1 for 11 in his last 5 games. Are you looking to do anything to kind of get him going from the outside?
Yeah, well, I told him I trust him, and you know, he works hard at it, and you know, he's not going to hang his hat. I think last year he shot more threes than he has this year, and I think last year he kind of depended on that. But he's got the ability to, tonight he drove into the lane. You know, he's got the ability to post up and finish and score. You know, we give him the ball at the high post area and make some really good reads and passes. And you know, I told him, you know, when he shot that first one, you know, I trust him, and if he's open, shoot it, and if not, you know, he'll make the right play.
Coach, there's a first for everything, and tonight you got your first tech. I know that you.
Yeah, it was disappointing.
What kind of led you to that outburst with the officiating?
Yeah, I just, you know, the couple guys on their end were a little physical with our guys, and I thought Sylvester did a good job of keeping his head. And you know, I saw one thing, and obviously the officials didn't see it, but those guys got a lot going on. Those are 3 high-level officials. You know, I should not have reacted that way. I apologized to the team at halftime, and you know, told them it won't happen again. And you know, that's kind of what it is.
Yeah, I asked Sylvester and Jason what they thought about it, and Jason said that, well, you have their back and they have yours. What does that mean? That your players respect you that much, and they appreciate that you're willing to go to bat for them?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's part of it. That's part of being a team, and you know, fighting for your guys. And like I said, I saw one thing they didn't see, and you know, I don't think I've ever seen a coach or a player argue with a referee and a referee reverse the call. You know, so I kind of use that mentality a lot, and I think that might be my second technical in 4 years. So it won't happen again. I shouldn't say it won't happen again, but not that way.
What happened the first time?
I kind of waved. You know, the officials don't like when you're demonstrative, when you wave them off and stuff, and I kind of was a little demonstrative.
Better or worse to get a tackle when you're way up or way behind?
I would say way ahead.
It's better because it doesn't hurt hurt you as much?
Well, yeah, I would think way behind would be worse just because you're way behind. Yeah. I don't think there's any good time to get a technical, but
Could you touch on, when you got Sylvester in here, the thinking was that this is a big, physically mature guy that can help us with defense, can help us with rebounding, and has his ability to finish, whether it's inside or face up, allowed you to expand things on the offensive end of the floor for your team in general, or were you banking on that coming in?
well, we knew kind of who he was, and he's continued to evolve. And if you look at this team, Jay Preston's in a different role than he was last year. Ben Vanderplas is in a different role. Sylvester played, I don't know, 5 minutes a game at Georgia Tech. This is a different role for him. And, it's a game-by-game deal where these guys are continue to get better. He's a fifth-year kid, so he's a mature kid, but he's never been in this situation before, where you're throwing the ball to him on the block, where you're depending on him to, be a mainstay in your rotation. And, I think all those guys have, handled it pretty well.